Now you did a feature on Noisy, and you mentioned that Latino rappers never get cosigns.
I feel that they don't because I feel that maybe it's their decision not to go that route. Like you just asked me a perfect question, the one before this one, on why I decided to work with other artists, and I think that most Latino artists don't want to work with other artists because they're afraid to maybe come outside of their core fan base. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why.
Like, why do you think that you don't consistently keep seeing these big Latino artists?
I just think that we should work a lot more with each other. Like I don't understand why me and Snow the Product haven't worked together
Right, because
yet.
she's Mexican.
Yeah, and if she's watching this, I want her to know that we should work. You know what I'm saying? I work with Cap G already. I've worked the homie from Houston. I want to work with Lucky, by the way. But yeah, shout out to all the homies. Like I feel like once you get in a position of power, you should mention the homies. You should give them shout outs. You should make it more bigger. You should allow other people to grow, even if they grow a lot more than you. Us Latino artists, I think we're very territorial, even though even though it's kind of contradicting what we represent because we always want to represent that we're proud of being Mexican, you know what I'm saying, that we got each other's back, but at the same time, and I don't give a fuck who gets offended by this, that unity is not there. You know what I'm saying? It's just not there. And I feel like once they get in a position of power, they just look the other way and they just do their thing. Like,
Do you think that it sometimes has to do with the street ties?
I don't think it has to do with street ties at
No?
all. No, at all. I don't think so. I just think it's a thing of power. Or I think because no one has took it that far, they think in their mind, I'm the one taking it this far. I want to be the one. But there is no such fucking thing as the one. You know what I'm saying? I think if we just all show each other that love, we would be able to grow. I feel that we're going through what the West Coast went through at one point. You know, Problem and YG and Nipsey, you know, Dom Kennedy, you know what I'm saying? RJ, like everybody works with each other. The Game, like that shit is dope. I feel like before that really wasn't happening, you know what I'm saying? Because for whatever reason, I don't know. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
you had the street ties before. You had like, these are Crips, these are Bloods.
Yeah, but see, I feel like maybe that was their reason, but ours we don't have that. Like, Snow the Product is not gang related at
No,
all. You
not
know
at
what
all.
I'm saying? The homies from Houston, they ain't gang related at all. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel that we should definitely link up, and if there's any artists out there who are dope as fuck, I feel like we should get into the studio and figure this shit out. I feel no one ever speaks about because it's their own race, but when it comes to Mexicans, you know, I'm Mexican, so I can talk about this. We're very territorial, and we hate on each other quicker than anything else, just because we're territorial, you know. And maybe it's I don't know if it's a thing of being an alpha male, I don't know, but when there's other rappers, like if you notice, in the times of Frost, right? What young artist did Frost bring out that you could say, you know, the Dre thing with Eminem or 50? Like, who can you remember that young bright artist that you could say he got his foot in the door, he brought him out? Did not happen. You feel me?
Right.
So I feel that that should have happened. Had that happened, it would answer your question. There'd be a whole everybody, you know, out there.
Because he was probably the first one to.
And then it didn't move from there. You know, also shout out to Snow the Product. I love Snow the Product, but I just feel that Snow the Product is making a lot of moves right now. She should really focus on bringing out the next girl, a younger girl, right now. She should focus on it. So if she's watching, I suggest, you know what I'm saying, she gets on there to spread the love, to spread the love. Yeah. You know, he's from over there. He's doing his thing. I'm very proud of him. And I've actually done a song with him like over a year ago. As soon as I found out about him, I told my people, let's link up.
Nice.
Also with Snow, I've been trying to link up with her, but we just been busy. That's why we haven't been able to make it happen. But I overall, the answer is we're very territorial, and even though sometimes we try to act like we're always united, we be on some bullshit, we need to get out of that.
Okay, and I think King OG's leading the charge.
Straight up.
Well, it's funny we're on the subject because a couple weeks ago King OG was in here. You know, he wasn't instigating, but you kind of put it on your shoulders. You know, like you have a big presence in the Mexican communities, and you know Mexicans are collaborating with each other, and because at the same time, if you really think about it, Black Americans and Mexican Americans, as far as being rooted in hip hop culture, we come from the same cloth. But for some reason, there's not a lot of Mexican.
I sent him a verse 2 years ago. He's had my number for over 2 years. I don't know what he's talking about out here talking about this on publicly, but my number's in his DM, and he can leave me up. I'm down to live stream the session. I mean, it really ain't. I don't see why that has to go there. I don't know why I had to find out about it through socials when dude has my number. I put him in my video. Like, I feel like I've done what I needed to do for the Mexican community. Like, to know I fuck with all of y'all. Let's work together. But at the same time, let's go to everybody's socials, or when I drop a song, or when I go on tour, or when I do this, or when I do that, who's really supporting me. I feel like I've had it on my shoulders, and I've had it on my shoulders for a long time. And nobody really went out of their way to be like, yeah, my girl, it really ain't never been like that. So at this point, I'm like, who do I really owe to reach out? Like, I already gave you my number, I gave you this, I gave you that. What do you need from me? Like, I'm driving your house.
When you've put out music, a lot of the other big Mexican artists didn't really come and support you and co-sign and help, kind of help out with the whole movement.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because Mexican people, we're a really proud people, a lot of the guys that have blown up or whatever, I feel like that could have, I guess, we just haven't really came together because everybody wanted to hold that flag of yo, I'm the dude, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm that person. And I think that's what happened. But I think that's changing a lot more. Because I just made a song with Aleman, and I'm working with a bunch of artists in Mexico, and Mexico hip hop is popping.
I mean, I've interviewed King Lil G, who actually is a supporter of what you're doing.
Okay.
Didn't you mention that King Lil G is one of the few people that actually do support you?
Well, I had said that, but then he went on his interview and said that I was scared to collab. I got a bunch of people hitting me up I'm scared to collab. But he has my phone number, so I don't know why he said that.
Okay. As a female rapper, what is your take on female rap and working with other female rappers yourself?
It's the same thing as the Mexican thing. I'm down. I feel like that same competitiveness has always happened. And I think people kind of pin them against each other, and, the media, everybody just kind of tries to do that. But I mean, me personally, I don't really have a problem with collaborating with any female. I actually hope more female collaborations come my way because I think it's dope.
Who else in your, how would you say, your peers are you looking at that you want to work with, that you see from afar, I can mess with that dude or mess with that chick, she's a dope rapper, whatever? You seen anybody out there that you're trying to mess with?
Man, I want to work with everybody. There's a lot of artists, there's a lot of talent out there right now. There's a lot of people out there that I want to work with.
Shout them out, man.
A lot of upcoming people, I want to work with Snow the Product. I feel like me and Snow the Product, we need to get this popping.
That would be dope.
All of the Latinos, man. I mean,
I'm really, by the way, I want to say that I'm really proud of her, you know what I'm saying, where she took her career. I want to let her know, you know what I'm saying, that it's nothing but good, positive vibes. If we've had a misunderstanding in the past, I want to put that shit behind us and let's get in the studio and let's get this shit popping.